Okay, get this. Okay, I know we have a podcast and stuff like that, but get this.
What?
I have a coworker who straight up, no bullshitting. We've tested this many times. He's not kidding.
Yeah.
He thinks Keanu Reeves is a bad actor.
What?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 27 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is The Real Ports, and it is Evil Space Bunny's fucking birthday! Hi, Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
This is your show, you know?
Aww.
I'm not gonna... I hosted the first part because that's the hardest part, so now the rest of it's up to you. Go ahead and do the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on mute and... go ahead and do it yourself.
Okay. Well, let's start over with that. No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to interject here. You fucked up a lot there. I'm just going to come back in and we can do the podcast as normal. How about that?
Okay, that sounds good. I like this.
Hey, how you doing? How's your birthday?
My birthday was good. I've been alone all day, which is great. But then I streamed, and so it wasn't so lonely. But
nice.
I had a lot of computer issues, so I spent like most of my morning crawling around under my desk like a little fucking animal. And that was great. I was screaming. I was like screaming at my fucking computer to make it work, but it didn't work. Like I was screaming, "It's my fucking birthday. How could you do this to me?" It doesn't work, guys. No matter how old you are.
The crazy lady upstairs screaming at her computer again.
God, I fucking hope so, because those brats have been fucking loud. But anyway, how have you been, Ports? How was your week?
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. I'm just gonna get this out in the open.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
just
to stare it out.
Just get it out. My addiction to RuneScape has really crippled me in a way that I wasn't really expecting.
Uh-huh.
It kind of gets to the point where I'm like, you know, I'll be playing. I'll see the time, you know, it's 5 at night, whatever, 6.
Uh-huh.
I got a couple hours, you know, I can just do a couple more things on here and then I'll get to a game.
Yeah.
It'll be all good. Cut to 3 days later and it's the only thing I've done.
Yeah, you told me
So...
You told me last week that you were like kind of like touching it again. And then I was like, oh, he hasn't streamed in like 4 days. And last week he literally streamed almost every day. And I was super proud of him. I'm like, RuneScape's got him again.
To be fair, I was off work that week. So that's why I streamed so much. But yeah, the RuneScape addiction isn't helping. And I took your and some other people's advice and just streamed it because fucking what else am I doing?
It was kind of nice to like I like the music that you were playing in the background, and I didn't realize how fucking complicated that game was.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, I know
cryptic.
The meme of the game is like it's the most AFKable nothing game that you have to grind for a billion hours. And there is that, but there is also a whole side of it that requires your constant attention, and you have to learn things and patterns of things and different, because there's like 200 quests in that game.
Yeah. That
all have unique bosses that you never see again. And they're difficult. It's a difficult fucking thing. There's an entire section of the area or of the map that I went to. It's an MMO, so it's like just one giant open world, and there's a huge section that's for one quest and you never go back.
Oof.
It's crazy.
That's like
and it's like impossible to do those quests without a guide.
Yeah.
Like there are people that like just bash their head against them when they first come out. I'm never going to be that person.
Like it's funny because you always say you hate puzzles, and then you're basically doing fucking weird ass super cryptic puzzles.
Sorta, yeah. I guess there is like a point and click adventure level of like what I had to give a cake to a troll so that he would let me squeeze through a fence? Like, what?
He'd let you squeeze through his fence, and then you go you fucking kill so many trolls, and then you're able to leave. And then
why did I have to kill 5 trolls to get into that cave? I have no idea. I don't know.
No.
No idea.
Yeah, that was bizarre to watch you play that. And I was like, what the... How the fuck would you know this shit?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, who the fuck also writes the guides? Thank God for guides, I guess, because
I know.
Jesus fuck.
I would never do a quest if it wasn't for the guides. And then I felt bad because I was criticizing them the entire time because, like, while you're playing it, like, if you're doing the quest and you're writing the guide, you probably feel like, oh, this is so much information. Look at this; it's really complete. But then once somebody goes through it, you scrutinize it along the way because you're like, oh, here it would have really helped. But you're not speaking from a place that's better than the person who wrote the guide. You're just like, I would like to give this feedback to someone in a constructive way, but instead I shouted it to my stream.
You just screamed at the top of your lungs. You're like, fuck!
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
That's
so fair. I don't really regret this like deep dive into RuneScape I'm doing right now. It's really fun, but I am going to slow it down.
Yeah.
Because it's ruining there's next year for RuneScape because this year we're doing this shit. Although there are those super AFKable shit that I was telling you about. And I can just like tab over and do that while I'm playing games.
There you go. Like fucking multitask.
So I'm gonna start doing that.
There you go. I believe in you.
I believe in me too. I believe in love. I believe in the power of the individual or something.
Do you believe in a thing
Sounds
called
good. It's not a thing. It's more like the Force. Midichlorians are controlling it.
Okay, fair.
JarJar Binks has a whole bunch of it right in his penis.
Ew! What the fuck? No! What is wrong with you? It's my birthday. You can't talk like that.
I can't talk about JarJar Binks' penis on your birthday?
No!
I thought we were friends.
No!
Okay. I promise to never bring up JarJar Binks' penis ever again.
Please don't ever.
Even though I've done it 3 times already.
Besides RuneScape, what else did you play, you fucking idiot?
Okay, so I played a little bit. I haven't beat any games this week, so I'm sure you're years ahead of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I feel bad.
Which is fine. That's okay. It's all good. But the games I played, I started Black Mesa. I was streaming that, and I'm looking forward to getting back to that because it was a fun stream. But Black Mesa, holy shit! It's got to be the best player restoration of anything ever. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because they basically just built Half-Life 1 in Half-Life 2's engine and did a lot of work to Half-Life 2's engine, to just make it unbelievable. They made so many changes. Like there's new dialogue. They have voice actors. Yeah. Oh yeah. They have a lot of new dialogue. They got new actors that sound like the old actors, but gave them new lines.
Oh shit.
It's fucking unbelievable. Some of them might be the same actors, although I kind of doubt it. I'm not sure.
Too. Yeah.
The Eli did not sound like Eli. I'll say that.
No, Eli didn't sound like Eli, but I was like, oh, maybe they got him different actors between 2 and 1 because I remember 2 so well, and I don't remember 1 that much.
1 didn't. Eli didn't exist. Like that was just a regular pasted model. So they just shoehorned him into the game basically. Which I think is a rad thing to do. Why not?
Yeah, might as well. Fuck it.
Because they were supposed to have seen each other at some point, right? So, the one negative so far?
Yeah.
And it's a pretty big one. The AI for the human soldiers? It's terrible.
Yeah.
They cheat, and like the millisecond, the tiniest sleeve of your arm could be poking out of the wall, and they shoot the shit out of you. Like already, like empty a half a clip into your fucking arm, and you haven't even seen them yet.
Like,
it's fucking ridiculous.
Okay, that's not good.
Now, I have not gone back to the first game to see if it was like that, but my memory was not like that. And if that was in it, I think I would have remembered because that would have been hard for me to handle as a kid.
Yeah, right?
So, it's great. I really like the remake overall, though.
Good.
I'm having, I don't know. I think something even the last couple years, because the first time I actually beat Half-Life 1 was 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I felt like an idiot going through it. Like, I kind of needed help, like, looking up shit. Like, I got stuck outside where the fucking rocket is, like, where you blast that shit off.
Oh, right.
And maybe they made some improvements in this, but I haven't struggled with anything. Like, it's been pretty clear where to go.
Maybe you have just become more accustomed to these kind of weird platforming, like, first-person shooters.
I think that might be it, too, because I've been playing a shitload of shooters recently.
Yeah, like Doom and shit like that, too.
Doom and Dusk, and it's been great. I'm on a big kick right now.
Good.
And actually, that's a great segue into my next game,
Mm-hmm.
which was a little game called Turok.
Wait, you played Turok?
Have you played this game?
I've heard of this game, and I've seen a lot of this game, but I've actually never played this game. It's on Prime right now,
I think I got it through Humble Bundles sometime not too long ago.
Okay.
Which, by the way, that's another tangent. I have picked up 60 games in the last 2 months. 30 of them were from one Humble Bundle.
Jesus. Oh, yeah.
The COVID Humble Bundle.
I picked
Yeah.
that up, too. But
Fucking ridiculous. So.
What do you think of Turok? Because I think it's free on Prime right now.
Oh, sweet. I think it's kind of cool. I've only played the first 2 levels.
Yeah.
And I think there's 8. But it's really cool, honestly. It's really fast paced, and you kind of are forced to play it at a fast pace because you when you slow down or don't progress fast enough, they just respawn enemies, which is a very annoying thing when you're trying to like figure out where to go and shit. So
yeah.
Now I'm not really thinking about where I'm going. I'm just like shooting everything and trying to fill the map, basically, like uncover the entire map.
You're like, did I go down this way? Fuck.
Yeah, it's a key collecting. It's kind of like a collectathon. Like there's these little triangle things that you collect that I guess are points or something. And I was like, is this fucking Spyro? Like, what are we doing? It felt very strange to have that in an FPS game, but the setting is very bland.
Yeah.
It's so bland, but I kind of like that. Like, it just feels like a video game.
I mean, that's how fucking Dusk was, kind of.
That's true. I think I like basic shit.
Are you a basic bitch, boy?
I'm a basic bitch. Like, look at the MMO I'm playing. It's RuneScape. Look at that basic ass looking game.
It's funny because, like,
I got a 144 hertz monitor while I'm playing fucking RuneScape and Turok.
Exactly. But, like, what about fucking shit? Oh, never mind. Because, like, everybody makes fun of me for playing Minecraft. And they're like, it looks like shit. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you can add shaders and shit if you wanted to.
I've seen some of the modern shaders. Those things look fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just eats your fucking CPU and GPU at that point instead of just your RAM.
Yeah, I bet. I'm not a graphics snob at all.
I'm not either.
Very far from that.
Yeah, I'm not either. So, like, it doesn't bother me too much, but it's just funny that people come to my chat and they're like,
another game I've been playing, which I think I told you about this. Did I tell you about this? Maybe. I haven't beat Oblivion, technically.
You haven't beat Oblivion. You brought it up for like 5 minutes and I made fun of you and I told you to play something else.
Yeah. Okay, I have been playing a bunch of it. That game is great. But so speaking of the graphics snob thing, everyone that sees me play it is like, oh, like what mods are you using? Like, oh, there's this texture mod and all that. I was like, it's just I'm vanilla. It's vanilla. Fine. They're like, oh, how can you stand? I'm like, well, because it's the way I played it before, and it's fine, dude.
Right. Yeah.
I like the nostalgia of the way it looks. It's just the way it looks, and it's fine.
Right. Like when I play Skyrim or if I play Oblivion again, I usually play vanilla for a very long time until I start getting bored. And then that's when I add mods and stupid shit like fucking Macho Man Randy Savage dragons and shit like that.
See, I don't like that shit. I want the game to feel like the game. I don't want memes in my fucking Elder Scrolls. Unless we're talking about, like, my Equalizer.
Right.
Or, what's his name? The fucking Mad God guy?
Oh, fuck. Wait, which Mad God are we talking about?
Sheogorath?
Yeah.
Yep, he's great.
He's fucking amazing. That whole fucking realm.
That's one thing I have done is beat that DLC or expansion.
I love that DLC. It's so much fun.
It's so good. How come everything about Oblivion is, like, all the side shit is amazing, but everything in the main thing is like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't know, because I felt that way. I felt the opposite way about Skyrim, where it was, I love the main story, and then the side quest and the DLC was just like, meh. Like, Dawnstar was meh. Oh, I get to be a vampire. Oh, I could be a werewolf.
Oh, I hated the DLC in Skyrim. It was so bad.
Right? It wasn't that great. But I'm glad you're going to beat Oblivion for the first time.
I know that you love Oblivion.
Yes.
Do you remember how the conversation system works?
Absolutely.
More
garbage.
Specifically, the speechcraft.
I don't ever do the speechcraft.
So I have to admit here, okay, I'm a man of transparency.
Yeah.
I'm cheating because every time I come out to a conversation where I have to bribe the person or have to do speechcraft with them, I bribe them instead and just give myself the gold back that I'm missing. Because I don't want to engage with that system. I hate it so much.
The speechcraft in Oblivion was trash, and I fucking hated it, and it was the worst thing. And so I would just make charismatic characters so I could avoid most of it.
Can you bypass it by having a high charisma?
I believe so, up to a certain point.
Oh. Or at least it's easier, I guess.
Yeah, it's at least easier to at least get them up there, or your bribe won't be as expensive. Plus, I was so good at finding shit and selling shit that I would always have a fuck ton of money, so.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, so that's, one more game.
Yeah.
Bunch of games I didn't finish. So I just started playing a game called Eliza.
What is that about?
It's kind of it's not a graphic novel.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what those games are like. It's about as close to that as I will ever get.
Okay.
You play a girl who seems a little depressed.
Okay.
And you start a new job where you're a proxy for a counseling office.
Huh.
And it's you're a proxy in that you don't give any of the answers. You're basically just a human person. Your job is to just have a mouth that can say words.
Uh-huh.
And their AI learning machine will tell you what to say to the clients.
Okay.
It's very dystopian and fucking weird.
That is weird.
But it's normal life in every way except this revolution of like addressing mental health. I had a hangout sesh with my old my old boss, and he's starting his own company to take it one step further, where you will it'll do the same sort of thing where it'll AI learn like what's going on with you and like how to treat it, but then it'll implement the treatment, which is forcing you to dream about shit.
Ooh, okay.
So I suspect the game is riddled with like, shall we say, anti-technology. Like I assume the big moral of the story is like, oh, nothing can replace human people and blah blah blah, and it's gonna be heavy-handed as shit. But it is an interesting idea.
Right. This
like, what if counseling was you were just talking to a person? And I'm trying to fucking remember, weren't we talking about a story where some game was doing something like this? Like, it was online people...
Oh, kind words, where people were interacting with each other and sending each other notes anonymously to each other.
So it's not like that, obviously, but it's the same branch of, like, how to deal with mental health stuff now.
Yeah. Because
there's obviously going to be something new, or we're going to try other stuff, so... This is I think, an interesting take on... I mean, they try to lighten it. Like, the company thinks they're doing the right thing, obviously.
Right.
But there are hints of, like, it's kind of fucked up. Like, they really hammer it into you. They're like, you cannot deviate off script. Don't deviate off script. And I want to play the good person. 'Cause I don't want to get fired. That's like my fucking... I don't want to get fired. If I want to quit the next day, that's fine. But I never want to get fired. So I'm just like, yes, man, fucking yeah, let's do this. But they don't even let you be that person.
Ooh, okay.
They make you question it. They're like... your character's like, what? Oh, it would have been really good if I could have said something here. And then they're like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, yeah, obviously your boss is going to say that, you dumbass.
Oh, man, I want to play this now. I want to play this. I think I would fucking have so many conflicting issues with this, but now I want to play that.
You probably would. I think it's a good game. Like, I've enjoyed this. The acting is pretty good. It's not all voice acted, but most of it is.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
You're very, like, it does have a dialogue system, but there's not really any choice. You're basically forced into everything.
Fuck. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm definitely
at least so far.
check it out.
Maybe there'll be choices like at the end or something. But
Eliza, right?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. It's on Steam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will definitely give that a check. Is that all you played this week?
Might be on Humble Bundle right now too.
Okay.
I think that may be how I got it.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'll look.
Yep. That's it for me. What do you got?
Ooh, okay. Well, I got quite a bit actually.
Oh boy. Highlights.
But I'm only gonna go into a few of these because, like, some of these I didn't beat, and I don't know how I feel about them. So we'll just kind of skip around, and I'll come back to these when I eventually beat them, or I never beat them. It's fine.
Okay.
I played these 2 quickie games that I actually recommended to you this week. If you wanted 2 quick wins, but it was called Kids and Plug and Play, and they're both by the same developer, and they're weird artsy style click adventure games, I guess you could say. They're weird as fuck. I literally wrote down for kids, what the fuck am I playing? Because there's all these people and they're slowly jumping into a hole, and they're these weird, like, drawn stick figure type people things, and they have these little kid voice actings, and they're like, this way, no, this way. And slowly going through that whole thing, and, like, I was just like, okay, and you just slowly play, and then they pop out of certain areas of the map, and it's just weird. It's something that I think everybody should experience because it was such good artwork, I guess you could say, but it was just fucking bizarre. The next one I played, which is called Plug and Play, is basically the longest sexual innuendo joke that I've ever, like, been told.
Sounds great. That sounds good. This is a better pitch.
This one's better. It's like...
Do you want to play Kids or longest sexual innuendo ever?
I think Plug and Play was made first, and then it goes into Kids, because, like, there's all these weird sexual jokes being
Sexual
made.
innuendo leads to kids, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. And, like, you're plugging these plugs into different things, and then all of a sudden, like, the people plugs are doing things, and you're like, oh! And then at the very end, you have a switch, and, like, it's this limp finger, and it's, like, going up and down when you hit the button. It's like, oh, I'm turning it on, and then it goes up. And then if I hit it, turn it off, it goes limp. And I'm like, turn it on, and it goes hard.
Okay.
I told you, it's just a giant sex joke. Dick jokes.
I have something like that attached to my body I can play with anytime I want.
Well, sadly, I don't.
So does JarJar Binks.
Oh, Jesus, fuck you. God damn it. It's my birthday. The next 2 games that I played were the Party Hard games, and so it's a funny fucked up, like, it's a very funny fucked up, like, game. It's made by a very, very small team. The first one,
I think I got this in Humble Bundle.
yes, it is,
so don't spoil anything.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but basically you are a serial killer and you're running around killing people in all these weird creative
sounds
ways.
great.
It's so good.
That sounds awesome.
It's so good. I'm not good at stealth games, but I kept fucking hammering my head against the first one. And, like, I'm so glad that the voice acting's terrible in the first one, which is fine. Just get over it, but just keep playing. And then they took all the money that they obviously earned from the first one, which makes me so happy. And they put it and invested it into the second one. And you can definitely tell everything's better. The music's really good in the first one, but it's even better in the second one.
Oh, that's awesome.
The art style, there's an actual story, like more backstory to the thing than other than being this dude who couldn't sleep. And it slowly goes more into the actual story. I haven't beaten the second one yet. I'm having more problems with it because I'm not good at stealth games. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely my weakness. But I will still play.
Yeah, me too, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. I'm just all about that murder rampage, rip and tear.
You should have seen me play Dishonored. It was a disaster.
That's another game.
I had one of my buddies this is like my early days of streaming. But my buddy would come in and he'd be like, "I was in here an hour ago and there were alarms going off, and there's still alarms going off."
Oh
like, yep.
no!
It's not again. It's still.
It's still. And then the next game I played after that was what I played on stream today. A World Next Door, which is a local Portland developer, Rose City Games.
Shout out
to local talent. Also, Pig Squad also helped out with this one too. It was such a fun, cute little like storybook game, I guess you could say, or like, you know. But the combat system is fun.
Volunteered at a Pig Squad event once, and I got too drunk and went home.
Oh no, Ports!
Because there's nothing for the volunteers to do during.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just there hanging out like anybody else.
Yeah. Sweet.
But I was also supposed to help with teardown. I did not do that.
Oh no, Ports!
They were fine. There was plenty of people there.
That's good. But that was.
But I did feel bad.
That was a gorgeous game. It was really pretty. I liked all the art style in it. I love the combat system. I found out that there's a versus mode, so I want to check that out and see if I can like fight people online because it was a lot of fun. And then I played that weird, fucked up platformer, The Isles of You. It's a free game on Steam. One of my friends had wanted me to check it out. He's like, "You like platformers? Check this out." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I had like 3 other people in chat. It's like, "Yeah, just do whatever." I'm like, "Fuck it, okay." So I played that mess. That was a mess. It was funny though. At least it was like funny and fucked up at the same time. At least they were smart enough to realize that their game was gonna be buggy potentially, and have a reset button.
Oh.
So there was a reset button because like I needed it a few times where I couldn't get like the sheep down or whatever. There was a few platforming issues, but
does it like reset the room or like checkpoint?
It takes you back to the checkpoint, which is usually there were so many of them. It wasn't that big of a deal ever. So it was super fine. And then I just fucking hammered my head on that and beat that really fast on stream. And yeah, I started a Hat in Time today. That was fucking phenomenal.
I have that, and I have not played it yet, but I really want to.
I think you should, because like it's definitely a fun. It reminded me of Mario, like Mario 64. I thought this game was a lot older than what it is.
No, it's like 2017.
Yeah, it's 2017. It's only a couple years old, and I was like, oh, this game feels older just because of like some of the mechanics and like the camera angles and shit like that. That's my biggest issue with it, is just adjusting the camera angles because I'm not used to that anymore.
Are you playing mouse and keyboard?
No, I'm playing with a controller.
Okay.
But I definitely fell in love with it for the quick hour that I played it.
That's awesome.
But then I want to talk about one last game. Because one of our fucking listeners suggested this to us. Mm-hmm. And I think you might like this game too, because it kind of reminded me of like old school Zelda almost. But it's definitely...
I've never played Zelda.
Oh, that's right, you fucking fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But it's free on the Epic Store right now. It's called Hob. Basically... Yeah.
You told me about this and I meant to download it. I'm going to do that right now.
Do it right now. Because, like, it's actually really pretty. The artwork's pretty. The music is kind of nice to listen to. It was just, like, this weird kind of, like, hack and slash, like, adventure type game. And you slowly collect things to upgrade your abilities and, like, solve these quick little puzzles. I would say it's more like a platforming puzzler than compared to like, I would compare it to Inside compared to like the toughness that is like the Witness puzzles and shit like that.
Yeah.
But there's a robot at the very beginning, and as soon as I saw him and he starts speaking like Sims speak to you, because he doesn't, you know, there's no voiceover or actual like voice acting.
Right.
He reminded me of like Bastion from Overwatch, and like Dog from Half-Life had a weird baby and they smashed them together.
What the fuck?
I don't know, but I love this robot and it's so cute. And he's super cute and he's just like chill. And I noticed like his little heart is a flower that slowly like blooms and then like hides itself and then like opens up and then closes and opens up and closes like a heartbeat.
I am a weird sucker for cute robots.
I love cute robots too.
Did you ever see Chappie?
No, I've never seen Chappie, but I keep meaning to.
I fucking love that movie. And it's not even that good of a movie. But Chappie is so adorable. And it's got whatever, what's that band's name? Antwood? Diane Woods.
Something like that. I love those guys though.
James Woods. And it's got Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackson's in that? I didn't know that.
He's one of his worst roles ever, I think. No. But yeah. They try to make him play the bad guy.
Oh,
it's just
no,
not.
He's not a bad
that's
guy.
That's not who he is, man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure he could, but just the characters is poorly written and it's the worst part of the movie. But it doesn't matter because Chappie's adorable and it's great.
Right. Yeah. I keep meaning to check it out because I like robot shit and stuff, and like definitely playing this game like with a robot that you interact with a few times and stuff like that. It kind of reminded me of Nier Automata, those robots.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
And I was like, oh, I love them. Yeah, I definitely got Nier Automata when you go to the village for the first time.
Great. Yep. That's awesome.
But yeah, those are the games I played this week.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what's your count at?
31.
Yeah.
Suck my dick.
It's fine. I was expecting it.
What are you at?
I was expecting it. 20. I think I'm still at 25 or 26.
Oh, bitch! I got you beat. I told you play.
It's a long year. Okay.
Play kids.
It's a long year.
Play kids and plug and play. That would be too quick.
I have so many games in line. I have so many in line.
Do you have like a fucking list? Are you fucking keeping track? Do you have like a post-it note?
Are you serious?
That has like a list?
Are you serious? Do you want to know what my list is called?
What?
It's called Games to Kick Bunny's Ass With.
I have a list. I'm going to change my list to that. Beat Ports' ass. Because like mine right now just says games I want to beat. And then I have a fucking I have a small post-it note on my desk that I'm looking at right now. It's like, okay, this one is approximately 4 hours. This one's approximately 3 hours. This one's approximately 10 hours.
I'm hoping to get you on the hours beat. So we'll see.
All right, we'll see.
We might have to do a check-in on that. Like maybe not every week, but I need to go through and
calculate your fucking hours.
Backlog, catalog my hours. Yeah,
I
am. God, you must have. Do you have siblings?
No. Yes.
Yeah. I bet you're a terrible sibling.
I mean, I'm the oldest, so I have to like fucking establish dominance and assert it.
Okay.
Look, listen. It's how it is.
Uh-huh.
It's just how it is.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you ready for
I really would have put you for an only child. Huh.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you're fucking wrong. You ready for some news?
I would be wrong. Yeah, I'm ready for news. Give me the news or the news.
Give me the news. All right, so that fucking shitty holiday that I fucking can't stand. April Fool's Day.
420?
Oh. No, that's in a few weeks. Luckily.
No, that's this whole month, baby.
420, blaze it. No, it's my birthday munch, bitch. Aries season.
Munch? Your birthday munch?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna munch on some snacks. I'm gonna make a carrot cake this week. I don't give a shit.
All right, so what pissed you off the most on April 1st?
Okay, so definitely that fake rock star thing that you sent me made me very angry. was some cool shit, like the fake Death Stranding poster where it made it look like an anime was really, really cool.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Overwatch had googly eyes, which was silly and like very minimal. Dragon Quest Walk for what is it called? The Switch had like a Dragon Fit walk thing. It was like a fake fucking video game that they were doing, and it looks ridiculous because it like started out with this like fat slime, or not like fat but unfit slime, and like then he slowly became like this super ripped buff slime because he was just walking. It was silly as fuck. And then I think the best was probably, well, not to sound super biased, but Minecraft had a really cute trick. It's still available if you guys want to go experience it. It's like this weird dimension thing. It's super cool. I watched a bunch of videos on that. But my favorite, obviously, was PUBG's. Like...
What was it?
So PUBG introduced Fantasy Battle Royale. And...
How's it fantasy?
You either played a ranger, you played a barbarian, you played a paladin, or you played a wizard, paladin, barbarian, paladin, ranger, barbarian. Yeah, just the 4 classes. So you would either use the flare guns from PUBG to shoot fireballs, throw Molotovs to shoot fireballs. The paladin had a shield, which was actually really cool, but you couldn't vault or prone with it. You would throw Molotovs to heal your party members, and then you would create like med kits and shit like that. The ranger had like a 5-shot crossbow, which was so much fucking fun. It was the silliest, stupidest mode I've ever fucking seen PUBG.
That's great.
It was actually...
That's cool.
So, like, a lot of people were pissed off that they did this. And I was even pissed off that they did this. But I kind of came around to it, and I kind of understand why they did this. So, I think PUBG did this was because people are not going on their test servers right now. People aren't actually going and downloading the test server because it's a separate whole game compared to the actual regular game, right? So you have to download something separate, all this other bullshit, blah, blah, blah. And, like, a lot of people don't have the same name on there, and a lot of people get pissed about stupid shit like that. I know. I don't have the same name over there because I couldn't get my name for some fucked up reason.
Oh, it has to be somebody you know.
Probably some fuck. Anyway.
Somebody banned from chat or something.
Obviously. But I think this is them creating some sort of incentive that's actually a part of the game that they get to test things. So there's rumors about like grenade launchers coming into the game. There's rumors about a riot shield becoming a part of the game. And this might be their way of testing it and testing new modes. And I thought that was a really smart move because they incentivized it with this silly fucking bullshit mode, which had a lot of people coming into the game all of a sudden again because it created more skins. It created more like ways to get BP so you could get more skins and all this other shit, which people go gaga for, obviously.
Right.
But I thought that was like funny as fuck. World of Tanks Turret Town was really funny. Where you basically played a tower and it was stupid. And that was another mode. Trying to think of what other ones. Warframe had their fucking lifestyle show trailer teaser. And people actually are complaining and kind of want this now. It's like, I kind of want this. And like everybody was like talking about the Tennos and shit like that. It's like, oh my god, they're like totally not real lifestyle change for Tennos. And they're like, wait, I want this. Please make it a thing. And like their Twitter just like fucking blew up and went off the wall. But yeah, I thought those were some of the good ones. There's obviously a bunch more. If I missed any, don't be afraid to tweet at us, yell at me, etc., etc. I don't care. It's my fucking birthday. The thing that pissed me off and I thought was fucking April Fool's was Sony announced The Last of Us would be delayed indefinitely along with Iron Man VR.
They posted that on April Fool's?
They posted it on April Fool's like a bunch of idiots.
What an
Then
idiot.
they deleted the tweet. Then they posted it and confirmed it on the 2nd. I thought it was like a joke.
Oh my god.
But I was like so upset because, and it's not even Naughty Dog delaying this because they're ready for their game to launch. But Sony is the one pulling the plug and saying, hey, we don't think that this is like gonna have the launch that we expect. So we're not gonna launch it.
Yikes.
Kind of. Like, I understand that, like, people, there's a pandemic going on. We have COVID-19 to deal with and stuff like that. But, like, they could definitely ship these games to people's houses. Like, I don't understand why they don't want to release this game. They think, like, they're not going to make enough money from it, or...
I imagine physical sales will probably be down, but you would have to imagine, like, every game ever is having their best month right now. Mm-hmm. Dota's up to, like, I think they peaked again at 800,000 people. That's
Jesus.
500,000 more than they usually have, right?
Right.
What? Just launch your fucking game. Come on. People are going to play it. You know how much people are clamoring for that fucking game?
Yeah.
God damn.
Like, it was delayed from March to May, and we're supposed to be in quarantine again, or like stay in place until the end of March or the end of April. And now they're like, well, if everybody's gonna be like, it's either like people like think that they're not gonna play this fucking game because everybody's gonna be like free, or not gonna be able to go get it. Like,
right.
It's stupid. It's so fucking stupid, and it makes me so salty at Sony.
Yeah, I think it's a dumb decision.
It's a very dumb move.
I can see how someone looking at charts could come to that conclusion, but I don't think it's true.
Yeah. Oh well. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it will be released this year, and like at the end of the year alongside with...
I have to imagine they'll hit this year.
Right.
They have to hit holiday at least.
They have to hit holiday, or else
nobody.
So
I mean, they
stupid.
can't hold on to revenue forever because some money is better than no money.
Exactly.
And they report in fucking fiscal quarters, so they have to release it at some point.
Right, and like if they don't.
So and what the end of March is the end of the first quarter, so you got to imagine it's gonna be the next 3 months, right?
I would think so, but like, who knows at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a weird situation, and the fact that they're delaying a game because of this whole fucking situation that everybody's dealing with is just bizarre to me. Absolutely bizarre. Maybe they don't want people spending money on video games, because like, but I mean, I am still.
I don't think that's true.
Right?
Them caring whether you're spending money on video games or not, they would lean towards spend money on video games.
Right.
I don't know. It's fucking... I don't know.
Anyway.
Whatever. Good luck, Sony.
Fuck you, Sony. I'm
Have
mad
fun.
at you.
Idiots.
So I bought this new game called The Last Oasis. This had a very rough launch at the beginning of last week. It started with immediately having server issues because too many people were trying to connect. They're like, we'll release this on a Tuesday and it'll be fine. But, everybody's fucking stuck inside. Like you said, fucking 800,000 people on Dota right now. Like, that's fucking insane.
So many
fucking people. So, like, they obviously...
There's, like, noticeable lag in RuneScape because of the amount of people on the servers. Everything is overloaded. Like, you can't get more people online, okay?
Just keep cramming them on there. Just keep doing it.
They spun up a couple new servers. Like, it's a thing.
Yeah, exactly. We need.
So what is this game about? Last Oasis? What is this?
It's like a weird crafting. It felt like a weird cross between like Conan and like Rust and some other weird crafting elements to it. It's definitely going to be
What would a cross between Rust and Conan be? In my mind, those are exactly the same game.
Kind of like it leans more towards Conan because it's third person. You get to see your character. It's very PvP based. Like Rust is. It's relies heavily on the crafting system and having a base. But the thing about this in Last Oasis is your base is this like weird transporting like boat that moves across the land, and you create these weird like they're called like walkers. I forgot what they're called. I only got to play this game for fucking 15 minutes because the servers kept having issues and I was so mad. But it did seem really interesting. The combat wasn't bad for what it is, especially since it's so early access. Like, I play 7 Days to Die, and it's not nearly as far as this game is. In like everything. Like, the graphics look great, like the movement felt pretty good. There was some like minor animation issues, but it wasn't that bad, so I couldn't complain about it too much. But like as soon as I built my first fucking like ship and I started like running around on that for like the fucking 5 minutes before servers crashed, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm excited about this. I've watched a lot of streamers play this over the past couple of days. So what they ended up doing was, after having several days and issues, and they were like working around the clock, they decided to take the servers offline and completely shut down for a while. And
wow.
Yeah, so they're like, this isn't working. We're going to shut down for like a day or two, fix these issues, and then come back online. So they came back up online, I think, either Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. So they were down the offline.
What was the name of the Pokemon ripoff that did this?
Fuck. It starts with a T, and I can't
Timo
remember.
or something?
Something like that.
Whatever that was. It had a very similar story, I feel like.
Yeah, it did have a lot of similar stories. I think people aren't realizing how
they're just like, hey, didn't know this many people knew about our game.
I think that was part of it, which is kind of good, because like it just created like they released this huge apology talking about it. They started offering full refunds for people that were having so many issues.
That's gotta be a hard situation to be in, especially for people who haven't been in it before. Right. They're just like, oh god, I bet they're working all day.
Probably.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. Like, they did, like, the first 2 days they were like there for 24 hours, just like fucking working around the clock.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah. Gross, right?
The price you pay to make your own thing.
But I watched a lot of people play this and a lot of people stream this, and it does look really promising, and I'm kind of excited for it. I think I'm going to wait a little while longer before I try hopping on again and just keep watching other people play as they slowly like fix server issues or like slowly fix like other issues as it goes along. So
cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It'll be nice.
Speaking of like the Steam statistics, Mountain Blade 2 came out.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn near 300,000 people are playing that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like, that game looks good too. I was gonna bring up a blurb about that but it's just kind of weird because apparently there's no auto block in that, and people.
What does that mean?
Like, your character won't automatically block certain things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it made sense to me, but apparently it's a huge issue, and, like, people are rioting.
I would have to play the game to understand what they're talking about. I just loved the... Did you see the thing where you could play as a baby? The bug that exists. They patched it. Why would you patch that? That's so fucking cool. I
want to be a baby to pass it at, though. Come on, let me.
Did you ever play the original?
Yes, I played. One of my friends got me that game. He's like, "You're gonna play this with me," and I'm like, "Okay." And then literally, like, long ass time later, we just kept fucking hammering our dicks against that game. Yep.
It seems a little rough around the edges.
I mean, it's such an old game, so yeah.
No, the new one does too, though. It looks exactly. I mean, it looks prettier, though. But it looks like it. Sure, but they're not gonna fix like all the animations and shit. Like, that's just the way their engine looks. No, look at it. It's just the way it looks.
You think so? You don't.
It's like Fallout games. It's like if Fallout 4 was early access. Ugh. It's like, yeah, they can fix some of it, but they're not gonna fix the whole fucking game.
I mean,
it's just it's just the way their engine looks. And certainly I've played worse looking games than that, but it's just like there's something about that specific brand of what it looks like that I'm just not into.
Just not into it. It doesn't wrestle your jimmies.
Yeah. No, it doesn't do nothing. I mean, those big battles, I do like the idea of that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it didn't bother me. I watched a lot of people play this because I didn't get it yet. I might pick it up still, but there's like 50,000 other games that I kind of want to hang up right now, like Animal Crossings and yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That one also looks promising as long as I continues to like listen to its community.
You know what I've been pondering recently? And this does relate to Mountain Blade because he was playing it, but why? What is the value that Co-Carnage brings to Twitch?
Ooh.
Do you have an opinion on that?
Not.
Like, why do people watch it? He's got like 20,000 people watching him almost all the time.
Yeah. He's not my favorite. I won't say that.
You heard it here first. Co-Carnage. He's a hack.
I mean, to each their own. It's just like I also don't like watching Doc for probably similar reasons, but
no, I don't think Co-Carnage is not. He's like your dad. He's like the he's like so simple and nice.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I've come to a partial conclusion, which is I think part of I don't know what made him famous, but the reason he keeps his audience is maybe he's also, I think, probably growing, is he's probably the most consistent motherfucker that plays new releases.
Yeah.
Like if a big new release is coming out, he's gonna play it on the day it comes out, and that's a lot of value for like I just pop in there quickly to see what the new game's like, and that's it. Like sometimes I leave it on mute even. But he's so consistent, like he's gonna fucking do it.
I mean, I think a lot of the like old school, like bigger people on Twitch, that's kind of what they do now. Is they'll break their niche, play something that's like brand spanking new, and then switch back to whatever their niche was.
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't even have a niche though. What would his niche be? He was on Warframe for a while, but I don't think he does that anymore. I don't know.
I don't think he does Warframe.
I don't pay that close attention, but
right.
I don't know. Anyway, not related to anything. It was just a random thought that I had.
You're fine.
I like thinking about why people are big on Twitch. I like that, even though it's fruitless usually, because it's like there's a billion factors I can't possibly fit in my tiny cranium.
There's a billion pattern. Anyway, so
that was I don't know what the joke was there, but it was half-assed as fuck. I could tell.
It was. It's my birthday. I get to be half-assed.
Yep, you're ha. That was good.
Thank you. So
welcome.
To kind of like segue into some disgruntled workers, since a lot of us are unemployed.
Me, I am.
You?
I'm disgruntled.
Are you disgruntled?
Mm-hmm. I hate my job. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
apparently,
who else is gruntled to a disproportionate who's disgruntled, Bunny?
Fucking the people from Borderlands 3. All the developers are, well, not all the developers, but a lot of people have been going all over the place and complaining about how they're not getting bonuses. So I kind of looked into this a little bit. Apparently,
here's let me be Randy Pitchford real quick, and I'll tell them why. I'll address the people, okay? Hey, we made a bad deal with Epic, and now we don't have as much money as we thought we were gonna have, and we can't. Next time we're not going with Epic, and we'll write the ship. But please hang on. You still have your jobs, and we'll make the right decisions next time around. Don't go with Epic.
Yeah, I think that's kind of part of what happened. They did get fucked over, even though they
thank God
did have like.
Thank God. But can we boost this story for everyone to hear, please?
Okay,
because
let me say it loud from the back.
Yeah, get the peeps in the back. They can't hear you.
So according,
no talking back there. This is important.
This is super important. Shut your fucking mouth. So according to anonymous sources, because they've been going on Reddit and complaining in like the gaming subreddit, and I've seen a couple posts from them, but they use their anonymous subreddit handles and shit like that. But apparently Gearbox devs are paid below the average salary for the industry, but they usually make up the cost.
That's why their games aren't good. Now I've figured it all out.
But like they make it up to the devs by giving these bonuses when a big release hits. But unfortunately, their last few hits, like Alien Colonial Marines and Battleborn,
Not a hit?
Yeah, they were both fucking miserable failures. And so that's why I think they went back to Borderlands and just to milk that fucking cow. But they did go on Epic. That might be a speculation. I don't know if that's the whole deal with it. But according to several of these employees, they were promised bonuses of thousands and thousands of dollars. And they got stiffed down to like tiny bonuses, and instead they're like, well, here's a profit sharing for our previous games, so you can have some profit sharing for these fucking amazing games such as Aliens and Battleborn. Here you go, you can have some of the profit sharing. I know you want it. But so yeah, it's not a great situation to be in, like, especially if you are paid below average and that's something that you rely on. So everybody freaked out. They went to Reddit. They went all over the fucking place, and they're going to every goddamn news outlet that they fucking can right now. So there's some crazy shit happening. We'll see what happens in the next year or so with Gearbox.
Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, what would you do if your boss, like, promised you, like, thousands and thousands of dollars and then turn around and said, hey, we don't have it.
Here's what I would do.
I brought a Mercedes.
I would make an anonymous Reddit account, and I would complain about it, and then encourage my coworkers to do the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would just quit. But then I don't like what I have to go through at my job, and I don't quit. So that's easy to say.
Right.
It's easy to just be comfortable.
Right.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Hopefully they get their money or they get out.
I hope there's some like changes that happen.
And hopefully there's no crazy crunch. Like, hopefully they're not going through like what Rockstar goes through and then also being underpaid. That would suck ass.
Yeah, no. Because, like, according to, like, there's no stocks for Gearbox. So, like, it's all privately owned. Apparently, they're set to go public, so you could buy stocks from them. But
God, that's going to tank.
Yeah, it's not going to. I don't think it will. I think they'll stay private after this whole scandal. Because it's not very good.
Jesus Christ, man.
Stokes. But
Randy Pitchford is a fucking weird guy. I don't know if you know much about him, but there was like this weird thing where porn was found on like his work USB drive thing that he had a project on it and he like gave it to somebody, and that person obviously spread all the porn everywhere, so everyone knew. It was he's a weird guy. He also practices magic, so fuck that guy, dude.
Ugh.
Don't be a grown adult trying to be a magician. Don't do that. They make summer camps for kids trying to learn magic. This ain't The Prestige, dude. You're not fucking Christian Bale.
Illusions, Michael.
Also,
illusions.
You make video games for a living. You already do a kid thing. Have your one kid thing, you greedy adult.
They're illusions, Michael. Come on. Last thing I kind of wanted to touch on, because like everybody's going crazy with the RE3 remake right now. There's rumors and potential development for a Resident Evil 8, and it's going to be first person again, like Resident Evil 7. which makes me excited and terrified. I'll probably watch another.
Wait, sorry, I missed the beginning of this. What game were we talking
Resident Evil 8, potentially.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they were only doing remakes from here on out.
I don't know. I mean, their remakes have been so good. I watched.
Yeah, have they?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's been like some people love them or people are fucking angry and pissed.
Yeah, the 3 looks like it's kind of a trash fire. Not gonna lie. Both my friends, who are gigantic fucking Resident Evil nerds, both refunded their fucking RE3.
Really?
Yeah. First of all, they're still launching with Denuvo, which is the fucking DRM, goddamn horrible management nightmare from hell.
Obviously.
And they cut out a shitload of content.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, why would you do that to your fans?
Plus, Nemesis apparently is not as fun to deal with as Mr. X was. It's a bad time for Resident Evil fans.
No. Well, hopefully Resident Evil 8 kind of brings some new life back into it.
That's what 7 did.
Yeah, 7 did. I couldn't beat 7 because it literally made me pee my pants. I got so scared.
I want to play that in VR
No,
so
I can't
bad.
play it in VR. Like,
I will someday.
Okay, I'll watch you as you pee your pants. 'Cause, like, it literally made me pee my pants.
I'll go to the bathroom before.
I did go to the bathroom ports. It just scared the shit out of me. Like,
I'll put a catheter in. I don't give a shit.
Fuck you. But Resident Evil 8 is in the works apparently. It's rumored anyway, and it's gonna be first person again. So 7 was terrifying to me. I never beat 7 because like you get that gun and then you just feel utterly fucking useless. You still feel like a useless fucking piece of garbage, and you're like, I'm supposed to feel like a god. I have a gun. I don't understand. Every game I get a gun and I feel like a god, and this game it just Yep. So much panic. Much panic.
Rip.
Ripperonis. Yep. Peed my pants. And I was like,
Rip and Pep.
never playing this game again, and I haven't. I literally haven't. I think I got it for my birthday a couple years ago, and I never fucking played it. I never played it since.
Could you do it with like all the brightness all the way up and all the lights on?
I did.
Oh, you did that already? Okay.
It was so bad.
Okay.
Yep.
I got no tips for you then. I guess just watch it.
I did watch people play it, so that kind of like eases some of the fucking stress. But it's still kind of like stressful to watch. I don't know. I love scary games, but I also hate them at the same time. It's a very weird feeling because like I used to love Silent Hill and like all these and like Fatal Frame. Like the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2 had some of the best horror games ever, I think, on them. And yeah, now I try to play them, and like I've been trying to play this one called Detention, and I got so scared because I was playing it late at night at like 2 a.m. by myself. And I was like, I just like literally Alt F4, and I'm like, nope, I'm never gonna find out what that noise is. I'm never gonna find it out. Nope.
You Alt F4, Jesus Christ.
I Alt F4, and I was like, I don't know what that noise is. Goodbye.
I've heard of Alt F4ing like for rage, but never for fear. Interesting.
Look, I'm a scaredy cat. I can't help it.
Interesting.
Nope.
Have I? Sorry, I probably sound like a Jehovah's Witness here, but have I told you about our Lord and Savior Fear 1?
Yes, we've talked about Fear 1 a lot.
Okay, and you've played it, right?
I love the shit out of Fear.
Okay, thank God. All
Obviously.
right. Gotta double check. All right. I'm like a Jehovah's Witness with dementia. I'm like wandering into the same house.
Hello, ma'am. You've been here already.
Hey, ma'am, can I tell? Hey, please, we don't want to. You don't even know what I'm about to say. Yes, I do. Everyone says that, but you don't know. It's like, no, you were just at my house. Ma'am, I think I would remember if I was at your door. Okay?
Yep.
That's a good sketch idea.
Oh my God, we should do it.
But from 10 feet away.
Yeah, obviously we can't do it next to each other. That's gross.
For a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Cooties, number one.
Obviously.
All these people talking about COVID don't even know about cooties, dude.
Cooties is at least at 10 feet, no eye contact.
Yeah, at
no
least.
No eye contact.
Yeah, no eye contact. Don't even face the same direction. You gotta like Charlie's Angels up to each other.
You gotta like sidestep and then sidewalk along with a 10-foot pole. But don't touch the pole.
Don't touch the pole. Yeah. The pole's not for touching. The pole's to know how far away you are.
Obviously. You kick it with your like toes.
Yeah. Or touch it with your stick.
Oh, you got a pointy stick?
Touch sticks.
Wow,
yeah.
You're so lucky to have a pointy stick to touch the pole. Anyway, so that's it for news. Hey Ports, where can people find you?
People can find me wherever the fuck they want.
Okay, that's good to know.
It's a little easier on Twitter if you search for the Real Ports, and on Twitch if you search for the Real Ports. But you could look anywhere. Good luck out there. I bet I exist somewhere on the internet I don't know
Probably
about.
Forgot
I
about.
bet that's true. Either forgot about or like there. Oh, you know what? I Googled myself once, and my mom walked in. No. So I found myself on this stream clipping website.
Oh, yeah.
That like I don't know how they get these clips, but I think it's automatic.
Yeah.
But like any clip that's created on like Twitch or whatever gets uploaded to this site. No. So I searched it and I like found this website and I was like on it. I was like, my clip is here. It doesn't have a description or write up or anything. It's just there. I'm like, how is this useful to anyone? It's already on Twitch.
That's weird. Yeah, like I
found
weird. One of my clips got uploaded to a bunch of PUBG compilations.
Oh, that's cool.
I yelled at some nerd asking if he needed a fucking hug.
I remember that clip.
Look, he made me
Not
mad.
live. I didn't see it live, but I remember looking it up.
He made me so mad. He's like, fuck you. Why are you in the fucking blue zone? They stopped to fight us. They stopped to fight us. I finished it.
Jesus Christ.
I finished it. I finished it. And then we died to the blue, I think, that match. I fucking hated that match. I was so mad. Anyway, yeah.
Where can people find you, Bunny?
People can find me
on your birthday.
My birthday on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Evil Space Bunny. Boop.
What's the best birthday song?
Birthday Bitch.
Birthday Bitch?
I don't know who sings it, but it goes like 1 time for the birthday bitch, 2 times for the birthday bitch, 3 times for the birthday bitch. It's your motherfucking birthday bitch. And that's...
I like the Flo Rida song Birthday Cake.
That was great too.
Because he's just like singing about how he doesn't, he's like, don't give me cake on my birthday. I'm going to eat cake every day.
Every day.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. And thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you for listening. We love you and appreciate you.
We do. We do.
Really do.
Every time somebody tells me they listen to this podcast, I pee a little out of excitement. You know, like a little puppy that their owner just came home, and I'm not really house trained, and it just kind of happens.
I had that happen to me last night, and it was the most magical. I literally like I was like, oh, and I like touched my face. I was like, this is happening.
You peeing yourself?
Yeah, I peed myself.
That's the last thing I said was I peed myself, and you're like, I had that happen last night.
No, somebody fucking. They're like, I listened to your podcast. I was like, holy shit, what?
Yeah, that feels great, especially when it comes from someone you don't expect.
Nope.
You're like, whoa, okay,
it was weird.
Cool. How come you're not in the analytics? No.
If you're still listening, we love you. We're sorry.
No, we love it. And you love us, apparently. So whatever we say is just, it's going to be fine, apparently. Because we've said some horrendous shit already.
God.
So
yeah, we're the fucking worst.
It's going to be ourselves. See if that works out.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Bunny.
You too. Okay, good luck. Have fun. Stay safe. Bye.
In case you forgot from last week.
What? I can't repeat myself?
It's your birthday. Apparently, you can do whatever you want. Am I ending right now? Okay.